Hi, digital designers. I know you're working on your holiday cards today, and I wanted to give you another new trick that you can do for making really clean geometric lines with whatever paintbrush you happen to be painting with. You can see my card here, and I've been sketching in the background for this nice little cozy living room scene. And just so you know, I used a reference photo for this. I just brought in an image of a living room, and I used that as my guidelines as I was drawing these. So you can see how I just kind of traced out the lines of the building, but that's totally fine. I'm going to hide this up. Okay. Now let's say that I want to make some gifts that are down here by the tree, but I want them to be nice, perfect squares and rectangles so that they have this clean look to them. So I've been drawing with my Ultimate Pencil brush. I'm using this one from the Dry Media brushes. You can use any brush you want for this. It really doesn't matter. And I'm using white, of course, as I draw. I'm going to go to my layer where I've been doing all my line work. And to make a perfect little box, I'm going to take my rectangular marquee tool and I'll just draw a little box shape like this. Now, I could go in with my brush and try to trace these lines, but they'd probably turn out a little wiggly and unclean. So what I'm going to do instead is come over to this path right, or this menu right here called Paths. If you don't see Paths, so you can go up to Window and select Paths from here. Now what Paths does is it'll take anything that you've selected with the marquee tool, and when you press this little icon that looks like a circle with some dots around it, it will turn it into a path. And a path can be filled with any color or outlined with any color you want. So now that I've got this turned into a path, I'm going to come down and click this button, the one that looks like an empty circle, and it will automatically trace that path with the brush that I was using. Okay. Now that I'm done with it, I can delete that path by clicking the trash can. And all that will be left is that clean box shape that I just made. Okay. I can even do this with the lasso tool or the polygon lasso tool. So I'm going to come over here and let me get in my polygon lasso and I'm going to add some sides to this box. So I'll put one right there and then it's going to come down like this and go to this corner and back up to the beginning. Okay. I'll go to my paths. I'm going to turn it into a path. And then I'm going to stroke that path. Make sure that I'm on the right layer. There we go. By clicking the stroke path button. Okay. And it will automatically outline it with that same white brush that I was using before. Okay. Let me just make sure that I have that brush enabled. There we go. I'm going to try that one more time. Boom. All right. Then let's delete that path by hitting the trash can. And I'm going to do one more here. I'll take my lasso. I'm going to go from here to here to here, straight across, back to the beginning. There's the top of my box. And I'll do make a path and then stroke that path with the brush. Oops, let's make sure I got my brush. There we go. And boom. Okay. And then finally we can get rid of the path because I don't really need it for anything else. There's my box. Okay. I use this technique to make the box here and also to make this rug under my tree using the elliptical marquee, the round marquee, basically to make that circle. So try this out. It's a real time saver. It'll give you nice clean lines if that's something that you're going for. And it can use any brush that you have in your set. So you can do it with any style, ink, charcoal, pencil, whatever you want to try. Okay, good luck today, guys. Let's see what you come up with.